Welcome to Baat Pachisi. Namaskar. Today we'll be discussing a very important subject, a machine. Uh, those machines are blamed you know, for election results again and again. When we thought that now this blame game will be over, but it has happened again. In 4 states, the old governments have been come back to power, and that is a great shock to very intelligent people, otherwise very knowledgeable people, but certainly with the bent of political commitment and ideological influences, and those people believe in revolution. So for them, as for them, the revolution has come into one state, and that state is Punjab, where their dear and party, Aam Aadmi Party, has come into power. So we welcome them. We hope that they will do what they have promised. But let's not forget, this time in Punjab, nobody is blaming, at least our party, Mr. Kejriwal is not blaming EVM machines. But the last time he did, I mean, that is a amazing situation. He is an engineer from IIT, and he is making these absurd baseless comment, and he has pushed another engineers into his party to toe the line and create and dump useless falsehood for the public consumption, for the consumption of his followers, and to create suspicion in the mind of people and blame certain in constitutional bodies like Election Commission of India. So we know that what used to happen in the election right from 1950s, early 1950s to 1990s, and it was for that reason that these machines were, the concept was approved and the machines were developed by a public sector undertaking, and all the uh, filters were there so that it is safe. And the previous appropriation of paper ballot, which used to be a size of newspaper, because hundreds of candidates used to fight election, and the transportation, stuffing and designing of those ballot boxes and all some, that was a huge difficult exercise. So people used to come, take over a polling booth, take out the paper ballots, and hundreds of people will sit down and stamp it. And it has happened repeatedly. And very important people, knowledgeable people, and the people who were forced to just witness uh, the polling party agent and their officers, they had to save their lives, and otherwise they would have been beaten, and some must have even died. So from that situation was misappropriation or rigging of the election through ballot paper. Some of the very intelligent and intellectual people want paper ballot to come back, as if some people would like to, the old style of banking to come back. Hmm? And this is very interesting. The people who oppose and abuse EVMs, electronic voting machines, they say that these machines can be hacked. And we all know, and if we don't know, we have to, just make a small search, because internet had made things very easy. Any information, I won't call it knowledge is something more important, something more deeper and widespread, because you have to know the various shades of that information. So simple information is what is hacking. There is a definition, it is a well definition. What do you call is hacking? Hacking is illegal entry into a network and change the numbers, whatever it's functioning, for whatever is desired by that uh, imposter. So the first thing is there has to be a network. And there here lies the important point. These EVMs are standalone machines. They are not, they don't even have the capability and capacity of a normal uh, calculator which is available in the market. It is a simple adding machine. It doesn't have any other function. And these are designed that the one interval between one vote and the next vote is 5 minutes. So there are so many filters, and then there are administrative, mechanism to safeguard, and there is interaction with the, the candidates, representatives, and all that. So if we look at the technology, if we look at the standalone capability of the EVMs, which has no internet connectivity, then how can the hacking can happen? I mean, these people need to check their mind. And some of them are very important people. They are opinion makers. They write, big articles. They come regularly on television, and they, spread this kind of a falsehood without knowing willfully, or maybe they are ignorant. But I don't think they are ignorant. They are pushing an agenda because they are not happy with the result. Same as Mr. Kejriwal and his party was not happy with the result in 2017. They immediately charged that it was EVMs were hacked and all that thing. Then remind it, he's ingenious, so many of his ministers are. But they make this kind of baseless comment. And now everything they have, since they have 92, everything is okay. But the other intellectuals who are uploading, that they say the revolution has come into Panjab. Let's hope it is. But what is the revolution? This is a misnomer. We have seen wherever in the across the world the revolution has come. Revolution, what is the revolution? It is a sudden and overnight throw of a government by force. Has that happened? How can we have a revolution in democracy? The government has changed, the people have selected other party. They have reposed faith in other party or a leader. That's okay. But some people just go, go overboard and say it is a revolution. So, okay, if you want to mean by revolution that something new and drastic will happen, let's wait for it. They find no problem with the election and the violence during election and even after it in Bengal, because they have a particular liking and affinity with Mamta Didi. And they have the same kind of affinity with Mr. Kejriwal. And it is sad that repeatedly that Mr. Kejriwal is spending a lot of money to media, and that is one of the reason. That is one of, you mean, see, Aam Aadmi Party, and now some people have come to who are really don't have resources, but there are other people who are large resources. So is it remain an Aam Aadmi Party, or has it become a Amir Aadmi Party? That's the another point. But we were briefly discussing about the EVMs and how politicians, intellectuals, journalists, opinion makers, abuse EVMs when they you throw up the results which they don't like, and they appreciate, or they give silent about, like Mr. Kejriwal and his friends are silent about the possibility, any ever possibility of EVMs going, mass hacking by somebody. If it was last time it happened, and everybody was saying that it was mass hacking, but now, this is a political and ideological expediency just to peddle, swim with ideological friends and the politically aligned friends, we can distort facts, we can dump falsehood, and these are very important people. So we common people, so we discuss these things, and this is one small effort into that how these important people who are part of democracy, but they are highly undemocratic in so many things ways. That's a different example. But one example, 2017 results, Mr. Kejriwal and AAP said that EVMs have been rigged. There is mass hack to get, to defeat us. And they blamed Congress and other parties also. But now, the friends of revolution, there are so many, they love revolution. Whatever they mean, if they mean something new, something, out of word, something positive, let's wait for it. But they are not happy with the repetition of the government in the forest. Those generators have been raped. There are so many discussions going on, the articles are being written. They have no technical basis or administrative or technical scrutiny whatsoever. So, and I have a little experience in automation and robotics, and I have discussed this point. Even some of very, very important friends who write, and they discussed, and I told them, my dear, this is not this way. But they, went on the same way. They started the same way. So now Mr. Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party or Amir Aadmi Party, whatever it is, they have everything, and let's wish them that what they will do what they have promised to do. But one falsehood is there. Last time they abused EVM because they didn't get seat they wanted to. This time they have got, so they are silent on EVM. So this is political and ideological expediency. It has no technical or administrative basis to make these kind of wild and baseless education. So thank you very much for watching. We have discussed EVMs with reference to recent elections and what used to happen. And there has been a book published in 2017, how the EVMs have research paper, how the EVMs have improved uh, the election scenario, the administrative scenario of the election, the expenditure, and the resources needed for the same on a positive note. So thanks for watching. We will be back with some other subject. Till then, goodbye. Namaskar.